Year 6 and welcome to Monday the 1st of February's maths lesson. Hope you've had a really good weekend and raring to go with some maths. Okay, to get your brains thinking mathematically, before we go into our specific topics today, you're going to have a little look at your multiplication tables. And behind me, I have got some multiplication wheels. Okay, if you are on book 2, you're just going to concentrate on your 5 times table. And just like we did the other day, you're going to write it'll be 5 times for you, and then you're going to go round listing down the questions and your answers. Okay? Everybody else, you've not quite done this before. You've done the wheels. You don't need to write them out. But what you're going to do is, say I've got my 4 times table. Underneath, I would write 4 times 12 equals, and then 4 times 5, 4 times 2, 4 times 6, and I make my way around the wheel. Okay, so book 2, you're just doing your 5 times table. Everybody else, you are having a go at all of those different tables. Now, you might want to set yourself a challenge and put yourself a timer so that you can see how many you can do, or you might just want to work your way around and make sure that you get them 100% correct. Okay, I will leave that up to you. But start your activity, off you go. Pause the video. Okay, how did you get on? Hopefully, we've got loads of really good answers. Okay, I'm going to start with book 2 today. So if you normally work on book 2, we're going to have a little look at some work on the board together first of all. Then you're going to do a page in your book, and then I've got a little challenge for you. We're going to be having a little look at numbers, and we're going to be partitioning them into tens and ones, and then we're going to be putting them back together, and how do they look in numeral form, in number form. Okay, so you've got some images, they've been partitioned, so we've got tens rods and ones cubes, and then we're going to find out what that number is, and then put it together so that we can see it in numerical, in number form. So let's have a little look. So here, I've got 110 and 1, 1. So that would be 110, 1, 1, and we'd say that's 11, and we'd write it like that. Over here, we've got 110 and 3 ones. So 110 and 3 ones. So we would say that's 13. Okay, let's move the board down a little bit. Okay, so here, 110 and 2 ones, we'd write that as 12. And then 110 and 5 ones, we'd write as 15. Okay, I would like you to have a little go at the next 2 on your own. So pause the video, have a little go. Remember, draw your little grid, and that might help you. Tens would go there, ones there. So how many rods have you got? Go there. How many ones cubes? You put the number there. Put it together, get your digit. Pause the video, off you go. Okay, how did you get on? 110, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would write that as 17. Okay, and over here, 110 and 4 cubes, 4 ones, 14. Okay, hopefully you're whizzing around with these. Last 2 for before you go on and have a little go in your book, and then onto your challenge. So have a little go on these, pause the video, have a go. Let's see how you do. Okay, how did you do? 110, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 110, 6 ones, 16. And then this one. Did you get it? So there were 2 tens and no ones. So it's 20. 20. Okay. Well done if you got all of those right. I'm sure that you did. So let's have a little look then at what you're going to do. Book 2, page 2, question 1 is what you're going to do today. And what I would do for those, you've been given some numbers and you have got to think about how many tens and how many ones there are. Okay, so you're going to be writing those down just like we've done today. So book 2, page 2, question. Sorry, it's rubbed out. I've gone on, lent on the board, haven't I? Question 1. Then you're going to have a little go. This is your challenge. So you will have a little go in your purple book. Just do what I did. Okay. Tens and ones. How many tens go there? How many ones go there? We're looking at some larger numbers here. Let's see if you can do them. Okay. Good luck with those ones. Right, everybody else. You are going to be having a little look at book 4, page 37 to start off with. We're going to be having a little look at something different. We're going to be interpreting line graphs, as our learning question says today. And line graphs are a really good way of giving us quite a bit of different information. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a little look at what we're going to be doing. So if you look at your page, I've got it sort of on the board here, but it's great if you can see it. You also will need a ruler or something that's going to help you to draw a straight line. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got to do. So we've got a line graph. Here, our scale goes up in 2s, but we can see markers in between. So we know if that's 0, that's 2. Halfway between has got to be 1. Okay, then those are in kilometres. So the distance from Robert's home, and it's telling us a journey that he has. So he's cycling for some time, he's walking for others, waiting for a bus, going on the bus, then walking again till he gets home. Okay. Oh, well, sorry, from home to the leisure centre. Along here gives you the time, so how long each of those stages of his journey took. And so we're going to have a little look and see what we need to answer, and I'm going to show you how we do that. So the first one says, what time does Robert leave home? So we're looking at our graph at a time when he does absolutely nothing. So what time is he not doing anything? Well, that's 9 o'clock. That's when he starts his journey. Okay, he's still at 9 o'clock. So 9 a.m. Okay, so then it says, how far does he cycle? So if we have a look at when he cycles, he is cycling to there. So here's where he starts his journey, and he cycles to there because he starts walking. Then we can see the graph changes in these blocks, so you can sort of see when he's doing things. Okay, there's definite points. So that's when he stops. So if you use your ruler and you draw a line going across there, you will see it's dead on that line. Okay, on that line in between the 0 and the 2. We're using kilometres, so we know that's 1 kilometre. Okay. So how long does he wait for the bus then? So here we've got, this is where he starts to wait, and this is when he gets on the bus. So how long is he waiting for the bus? So he starts waiting for the bus at 9:15 and he gets on the bus at 9:20. So the difference between 15 and 20 is 5. So he's waiting 5 minutes. Okay, sorry, I better put minutes. I'll put mins for short so I can fit it on. So 5 minutes. Okay. So then how long does the whole journey take then? So he starts at 9 o'clock and he ends at 9:40. So the difference between 9 o'clock and 9:40 is 40 minutes. So the whole journey from his home to the leisure centre takes 40 minutes. Okay, yeah, right. We're going to have a little look at another one now. So this time you're looking at book 5, so you'll need your book 5 now. You can pause the video if you haven't got it to hand. And you're on page 40. So it's another line graph before you have a little go yourself. Okay, so how tall was Beth when she was 16? Okay, is our first question. So let's have a look at the graph then. This tells us the age, Beth's age, and this tells us her height in centimetres. So how tall was Beth when she was 16? So I'm going to go, we've got Beth is the dotted line, so we've got to make sure we get the right person, and Alice is the unbroken line. So we're looking for Beth, so we'll underline Beth to remind me that's who I'm looking for. So now I'm looking for the dotted line. So I'm going to get my ruler, I draw a straight line all the way up to here. That's where I reach the dotted line, and then I can use my ruler and go along, and I'm on 150. So 150 centimetres. Okay, see how I've done that? So I want you to have a little look at the next question. How tall was Alice when she was 11? I want you to pause the video and do exactly what I've just done. And let's see if you're right. Pause your video now. Okay, how did you do? Let's have a look. So we're looking at Alice. Okay, now we've got 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So 11 is going to be in the middle here. So when Alice, and she's the non-broken line, was 11, go along to here, we've got 130 and 135 there. Okay, so we would say probably we'd be looking at about 132.5, 132.5, because it's 5 here, and half of 5 is 2.5. So I've got you thinking a little bit on this one, a little bit tricky. So half of 5 is 2.5. So she is 100, she was 132.5 centimetres. Okay, so there was the 11 going up across to my scale over here, and just like we did on the previous one, we have to work out what is my scale going in. Okay, I've got to there, it's halfway between, what is it? So well done if you got that right. So at what age were Beth and Alice the same height? So where do their graphs cross? So if we have a little look, okay, we're looking for where the Alice and Beth both cross together. So I want you to pause the video again, and I want you to use your ruler. I want you to find at what age it was. Okay, off you go. Okay, how did you get on? Let's have a little look then. So we've got 14 there, 16 there. I'm looking here. This is where they cross. So it's here. I'm going to use my ruler. And what age was it? 15. 15. They were the same age, same height. Okay. So then, the last question, by how much did Alice grow between the age 10 and 18? So if we have a little look, I'll get rid of those lines so it's not confusing. Okay, right, let's move it back again and over. Okay, it's gone walkabout, hasn't it, a little bit? So let's move my board back. There we go. Okay, so how much did Alice grow between age 10 and 18? So let's have a little look at 10 and 18. Okay, move my board that way, and then I can see. Yeah, okay. So between 10 and 18, I'll get there in a minute. There we go. Ugh, got Monday morning blues. Right, so between 10 and 18, how much did she grow? Well, here she was, age 10, she was 130 centimetres. Okay. Age 18, if I go up to my graph, okay, and we're looking at Alice, the non-broken line, and I go across here. Well, here she was 100, and if I had 2.5 onto 155, that's 157.2 centimeters. So I need to work out the difference. So I would do here 157 0.5, sorry, because it's 2.5. Take away 130. Now, so I can line it up, I'll put in my decimal point and I'll put in the 0 there. Okay, so just to recap that, at 10 she was 130. At 18, if we look at the graph, she was halfway between 155 and 160. So remember, the difference is 2.5. So 155 at 2.5 is 157.5. I'd write it, okay, in this way. So let's do our takeaway then. 5 take away 0 is 5, decimal point in. 7 take away 0 is 7. 5 take away 3 is 2. And 1 take away 1 is 0. So she has grown 27.5 centimeters. Okay, 27.5 centimeters. So 5 take away 0 is 5, 7 take away 0 is 7, 5 take away 3 is 2, and 1 take away 1 is 0. 27.5 centimeters. Okay, so what are you going to do today then? So you're going to look at book 5 and page 38, and you've got another line graph and you've got lots of questions to answer on it. Use your ruler, look at the scale, have a little look. Have you got any calculations to do? I'm sure that you're going to answer that really, really carefully. Then you've got a challenge. You've got some questions on a line graph here. You've got to say whether you think they are true or false. So, is the lowest temperature 5 degrees? Is the difference between the highest and lowest temperature 12 degrees? So you look for the highest temperature, you look for the lowest temperature, work out the difference. Is it 12 centimeters? The temperature rose 11 degrees from March to May. So find March, find May. How much did it grow? What was the temperature? How much did it rise? Okay, is it 11 degrees? And then finally, the largest fall in temperature was from October to November. So have a little look at your graph. Is it from October to November, or is that false? Is there an extra month, or is there another part of the graph where it falls? So here we've got the temperature rising. Here's where it's falling. So what is the largest fall in temperature? Is that true or false? These questions you'll answer in your purple book. Okay? Good luck, everybody, and I'm looking forward to seeing some fantastic maths. See you tomorrow. Bye.